BetBlitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today is a new day and we're looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on PrizePicks. In our previous videos, you guys have requested to see more WNBA picks, so in this video we will be providing you with just that. But before we get into our picks, we ask that you please take a moment to hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 250 likes, we will also be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Alright, let's get right into some of the best picks for today. For our first pick, we'll be going over to the points plus rebounds tab, and we'll be selecting Brianna Stewart for less than 31 points plus rebounds. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier yourself, use our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. We see that Brianna Stewart has actually failed to exceed this line in 7 of her last 10 games, including one tie. Now, the New York Liberty, who have been a very good team to start this WNBA season, will be facing off against the Chicago Sky defense that has been pretty good when it comes to defending against opponents' scoring, ranked top 5 in points allowed to opponents, giving up just under 78.5 points per game. They are, however, ranked near the bottom of the league in rebounds allowed to their opponents, giving up over 36 rebounds per game. But overall, Brianna Stewart shouldn't have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at her minutes, we see that Brianna Stewart is getting a solid dose of minutes over her last 10 games, averaging near 33 minutes per game, a little bit higher than we'd like to see to take her under on this. However, her solid minutes haven't really translated to an increase in her scoring or rebounding. In fact, in 4 of her last 5 games on the road, she's actually fallen below her point total, or rather her line of points plus rebounds overall. Taking a quick look at her last few games, you see that Brianna Stewart is putting up some pretty solid totals in the rebounding as well as scoring categories. However, she isn't blowing her line out of the water or anything like that. And in fact, the last time she did face off against the Chicago Sky in over 35 minutes, she did fall well below this line. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Brianna Stewart for less than 31 points plus rebounds. For our next pick, we'll be going over to the three-pointers made tab, and we'll be selecting Taurasi for more than 2.5 three-pointers made. Now, taking a look here on Outlier, this line may come as a bit of a surprise to some of you, as Taurasi has actually only exceeded it in 5 of her last 10 games. However, on this regular season, Taurasi has been shooting the ball from 3 very well. In fact, in her last game, she did shoot 7 3-point shots on just 9 attempts. Now, Taurasi and the Phoenix Mercury will be facing off against the Seattle Storm defense that is pretty average when it comes to defending against opponent three-pointers. So far this season, again, this is pretty much the beginning of the WNBA season. Most teams playing between 8 to 11 games so far, but so far, the Seattle Storm are ranked 6th in three-pointers allowed to their opponents. They are giving up over 7, near 7.5 three-pointers per game. And for those of you who are new to the WNBA, there are just 12 teams in the league. But overall, Taurasi should have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look at Taurasi's minutes, we see that over her last 10 games, she's playing over 26 minutes per game. Not as high as we would like to see it, but still very solid minutes. Her averages being kind of pulled down by this game where she had 13 minutes. But mostly so far this season, she's been trending to the near 30 minutes per game mark. But overall, Taurasi should have plenty of time to reach this line as well. So far this season, Taurasi's been shooting the ball from 3 very well, shooting near 41% from 3. Now, she's been a phenomenal 3-point shooter through her career, as you can see here. And we expect this to continue on into this game as well. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Taurasi for more than 2.5 three-pointers made. Now, before we get into our third pick, we want to share with you a sports betting tool that is going to take your game to the next level. Daily Grind's Fantasy Optimizer is one of the most comprehensive sports betting tools available, and it's not just PrizePicks. It'll actually show you line discrepancies across all the major sports betting books, such as FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, and much more. One of its best features is its ability to provide you with a multi-leg parlay. So, for example, if you want to find out what the best 6-pick flex was on PrizePicks, you can simply click right here and have it generate for you a list of the 6 most correlated picks likely to hit together. And best of all, it runs on a live, up-to-date system. So if it's on PrizePicks or any of the other major sports betting books, it'll be here live as well. So if you're looking to take your sports betting to the next level, again, check our link in the description and use code BLITZ. Again, that's code BLITZ for 25% off all your orders. Now for our third pick, we'll be headed back to the points plus rebounds tab, and we'll be selecting Sabrina Ionescu for less than 23 points plus rebounds. Taking a quick look here on Outlier. Again, if you'd like to try them out yourself, use our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. We see that Sabrina Ionescu has actually fallen below this line in 8 of her last 10 games. Again, Sabrina Ionescu and the New York Liberty will be facing off against the Chicago Sky defense that is pretty good defensively when it comes to defending against scoring. Not so much when it comes to defending against their rebounding. However, Ionescu isn't much of a rebounder. Solid for a guard, but it's not like she's going to put up double-digit rebound. Taking a quick look here at her minutes, we see that over her last 10 games, she is playing a solid dose of minutes, averaging over 32 minutes per game, slightly higher than we'd like to see it to take her under. However, her increase in minutes have not really translated to an increase in scoring and rebounding totals. In fact, even dating back to last season, in 16 of her last 18 games, she's actually fallen below this line of points plus rebounds. Taking a closer look at Ionescu's games this season, we see that she hasn't really exceeded this total too much in the games she's played. Again, even with high minute totals nearing 30 or above 30 minutes per game. And while she has been scoring pretty well, she will be playing against the Chicago Sky team, again, that is pretty good at defending against scoring from their opponents. In fact, the last time she did play against the Chicago Sky, she did have one of her lower scoring games at 19 points. And again, while she has had a couple of outlier games of, 7 rebounds, most of her games are, below 5 rebounds. So while she is a pretty good rebounder for a guard, she's not going to be tolerating up a lot of them to reach this line. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Sabrina Ionescu for less than 23.5 points plus rebounds. All right, these are our picks for today. And after we finish reviewing, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. So for our picks, we took Brianna Stewart for less than 30.5 points plus rebounds. We took Taurasi for more, 2.5 3-pointers made. And finally, we took Sabrina Ionescu for less than 23.5 points plus rebounds. Now, we want to be transparent if possible, and we do want to point out that since the beginning of our video, they have moved Brianna Stewart's line down by 0.5. However, we still do like the under on this, as she still has fallen below it in 7 of her last 10 games as well. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, if you like our picks and want access to even more picks, check out our link in the description below to join our Discord, where we drop even more picks every single day. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.